Welcome to another stream! I think that, well, you guys noticed the new, the new, starting screen song? I had already used it once, for the Portuguese karaoke, in June. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone! May it be better than the last one. I mean, I'm pretty sure that plenty of people had a pretty good 2025. I wasn't one of them. I'm hoping that this year goes a little bit better. But yeah, so 6 months ago, yes. Yeah, so yeah, to just get that out of the way. Only you can make it a good year. Yeah, no, I want to. I want to so bad. I really, really want to make sure that this is a good year. Right now I'm at a bit of a crossroads. But I'll talk about that. Later. For now, just gonna introduce this song that we just heard. It's called Pangea, and it was the theme for Expo 98. You know the World Expos? Yeah, the one that was in Portugal, in Lisbon, in 1998. And I've always loved the song, and ever since the expo ended, it hasn't been like used anywhere. Like, for example, what made me think, oh, maybe I could use this as my theme from now on, was the fact that when I used it first for the karaoke, YouTube didn't content ID it or anything. Also, like, copyright laws in Portugal are a little bit... people kind of play a bit fast and loose with them. Like, I don't remember what it is that makes people, like, raise up a stink like, that's my copyright, you can't use that. But for music, it's pretty lax, I feel. So yeah, which is funny because I thought it was the opposite. Actually, I thought that music copyright in Portugal was like, super tight. Like that, people that even if you used like a little snippet of a song, that they would chase you down, and apparently that's not the case. So that's good. Good for me and other content creators, at least. But yeah, what was I thinking? It was also, oh yeah, one of the reasons why I decided to use this song in particular, is that it draws from a lot of different musical styles from, all over the world, and that kind of also goes with my idea of like what I wanted, like what my version of Atlantis is. Like a huge mix and match of cultures, all bundled together into something that on the surface looks, pretty much like ancient Egyptian or Mesoamerican, but it actually draws from a lot of different inspirations. Hello Elmer. Also, I didn't say hello to everyone. Hello Tulu. Hello Filmrot. Hello Cyanic. Hello New Around. Hello PPA. And am I missing anyone? Hello Thunder Dragon. Hello. And anyone else who may or may not be watching right now, or the VOD. Not as strict as Japan's though. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no, I know. Actually, that's one of the things that makes me like, oh, I wanted to do covers, but like, am I gonna run into like any trouble? Like, am I going to go like, oh yeah, I want to cover this song, and then I take the time to record it and take the time to mix it and make a video and all of that, and then it's just, and then oh, you can't put this on YouTube. The copyright you can't, and I'm like, what? Because I know that there's like a day before the stream started. Wait a second. I have to put this like as in live chat, not top chat, because I swear like this eats up messages sometimes. Oh, I forgot to turn off the you know, the rankings, you know, the that's okay. I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time. But yeah. So yeah, since the song was just sitting around, not being used for anything, I thought, you know what? Why not? Like, so I got 3 small parts in an upcoming local product. 3! Top chat being default is cringe. Yeah. You can turn off rankings. Yes, I can. But you have to do it like when you make the stream. You have to do it when you make the stream. Hi, Johnny. How are you? Yes, stream time. I don't think anyone cares about the rankings. Yeah, no. People don't care. It's just visual garbage, kinda. Like you know, on the live chat, and for me here, like not many people know how. Yeah. But yeah. What was something that I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, I have to apologize. I did a bad streamer thing. I did a bad streamer thing in which I've been playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds with my brother. Like, we've been having a lot of fun with it. That's not to say that I'm not going to stream it again. I am going to stream it again, especially since I've unlocked something that, like, you know, friendships with the characters. And I'm like, what is this? Did this suddenly turn into Persona? Like, am I gonna get like confidants with the characters? Like, I don't know. Like, it says like you can gift them Dodonpa tickets or whatever. Yeah, and yeah, I'm going to explore that probably, but it's going to be on stream. We just decided that we should do that because my brother is leaving tomorrow. So we decided to take the time to, you know, have some fun with the game. I only know it because other people got the unlocks from it. Oh yeah, doing good, doing good. Just home brewing my weed. Make sure that it's well and brewed. Brewed. Yeah. Make sure that it is properly done. So that you can play all the pie games. You understand what I mean, right? Like, I am not gonna say the rest of the word, but yeah, all the pie games. All the games related to pie. Cherry pie, apple pie, boysenberry pie. Poisona, nice dog. I want a game. I want a game to have. I want a game to have like Bugs Bunny, and Persona stuff. Like, I want to crossover between Looney Tunes and Persona. See, Cyanic gets it. Cyanic gets it. Look, look, look. Hey, another thing that I found. So you guys know that I was looking for my Nintendo branded glasses. I didn't find them, but I did find my D-Power. And I also found something that, well, it's invisible on stream, but I'm just gonna. I found my recorder from my school days. So yeah. Have you seen Metal Line videos? I haven't seen any videos of the rival interactions yet. It's my recorder from when I went to school. Oh. I'll try to practice some songs it's been a while. Make it take place at Acme Lou, use the cast of Tiny Toons, and we have a deal. Oh. Maybe. I like that they kept metal silent with how the creative the fans have been as a result. The ones with the metallic madness voice. Yeah, no, I haven't watched any videos of like the interactions. The only ones that I know are the ones that showed up while I was playing with my brother. Let me see, like, or that I just tried. Like, for example, there was this one time I was playing as SBO. My rival was Cream, and that one was pretty funny, because Cream was like, "Oh, after this is done, we could go to my house to have some victory cake," and SPO was like, "When either of us wins, right? Your mom's cooking really is delicious, but I won't back down." Oh man. There were some others, but that one just stood out to me. I think that every interaction with Cream is funny. It's funny and sweet. Like, she's just adorable. You can play your recorder like post Super Genesis Wave Amy. Oh, let me see. It's something like this, isn't it? Like the Mystic Melody. It goes like na na na. No, I can't. Oh man. I have 2 recorders, one for school and one that came free with the Batatoon magazine. Oh yeah. I like the one with Cream and Vector. Vector's Sage though. Oh man. Again, I haven't seen those. I haven't seen those yet. I wanted to save some of my reactions for for like on stream. But one thing that I can tell is that if I keep streaming Sonic Racing Crossworlds, it's going to be pretty casual. It's going to be pretty casual. Oh, by the way, I've managed to fix my grip on the controller, so it doesn't hurt. It does, like, my hands don't hurt anymore when I play the game. I think that I was gripping it with too much force when I first streamed it. Now I'm okay. Now I can just play it, like. I figure you're close. It'd be a cool feature. There's a mod, I think, with Eggman's Long John Baldry voice. So, really? Wow. Okay. If I wanted to see that, I would have to have the game on PC. Yeah, because again, I am not modding my Switch. No, that is a whole can of beans that I don't feel like opening. Yeah, like, I don't know what I did. I think that I just went like, okay, I know that I can't put my fingers like this, so I am just going to try to relax my hands while I'm while I'm playing. And yeah, it definitely worked. I also found out that if you complete the Grand Prix on the lower levels, it doesn't count towards you completing them on the higher levels, but if you complete them on the higher levels, the higher speed levels, I mean, it doesn't count as you beating them. Wait, no. If you beat them on the higher levels, it counts as you beating all the previous levels, which makes sense. But I was like, oh man, now I wanted to have played the normal speed first, so that I could have an excuse to do all of them again in like the middle difficulty setting, not the speed setting. Yeah, just like in Mario Kart. Yeah. By the way, that is one term that me and my brother keep using. Like, okay, imagine that you're like in first or second place, and then suddenly something happens, and now you're at like 11th, and it was my brother who asked me that first, actually. He asked me like, were you Mario Karted? And I was like, okay, I immediately understood what that meant. Yes, I got Mario Karted, and then I fell. You're generally fine if you do Sonic speed. Yeah, no, like, and like the game again. No, the game is a lot of fun. Like, it's not, especially playing it after having played Sonic Riders, it's a lot more chill. It's a lot more chill than Sonic Riders. Like, I think in the last stream, like when I streamed it, there was someone, I don't remember who it was probably Tulu, who said that, yeah, no, this game is a lot more like, this game is more luck-based, while Sonic Riders is more skill-based. So yeah, with Sonic Riders, you actually have to get good, otherwise you can't beat it. In the older games, you could just get comboed. Oh dear. Hello, Dominic. Welcome. Yeah. But again, just because it's luck-based, it doesn't mean that it's not fun. Like, I don't know if it has the capacity to destroy friendships like Mario Kart or Mario Party. Because I know that those games destroy friendships. At least I've heard. So I've heard. Not sure if that's the case with this one. Oh, I even tried some online matches, actually. I was very bad at all of them, because of course I was. That came up last stream, didn't it? Yes, it did. And yeah, no, like, I still want to finish Sonic Riders. I still want to beat Sky Road, and then the final boss, because I only did not do that during December because of my particular circumstances. But now I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna be home for this month. I'm gonna at least for the entirety of this month. So I'm gonna have time to try and stream 3 times a week like I was doing before. It's not destroying friendships, it's establishing a hierarchy. I mean, fair, if you want to look at it that way, yeah. Establishing a pecking order. Oh, man. Yeah, no, like, when I said that, Uno was in the back of my mind as well. Like... Chen's time alone has probably caused so many fist fights in person and online, I bet. Mario Party destroyed friendships more than Mario Kart. Okay. Yeah, no, I can see it. I can see it. But yeah. I want to see if I can go back to doing at least 2 streams a week, 3. And let me think. Actually, now that I'm talking about this, let me think. What are the games that I have that I want to finish like as soon as possible, so we can move on to other things. There's Legends Arceus. That I still I am not very confident. I'm not very confident in Legends Arceus. I gotta be honest. There's Sonic Riders, obviously. Fatal Frame. I don't see myself going back to Fatal Frame for a while. What other games did I start? Oh, TMNT, the 2007 TMNT game. Oh, what else? Let's Go Eevee has a problem, which is I don't know where my Joy-Con straps are, so that kind of sucks. You may need more scarabs. That is one game that I want. That is one game that I want to replay this year. I want to replay Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube. Like last time that I played it, it was emulated. I want to replay it. I want to replay it on stream, but on the actual GameCube. But again, I haven't restarted it yet, so... Back to Arceus. Yes, back to Arceus. Like, I tried saying Arceus. I can't. It just doesn't come naturally. I'm almost done with Echoes of Wisdom. Once I beat it, I'm gonna finally play the post-game for Sonic Frontiers, The Final Horizon. Oh, yeah. Echoes of Wisdom is a game that I also thought of maybe playing. But again, I'm gonna have to finish all of these first. I want to finish playing Ratchet and Clank, the original, because it's been like that was one of the first games that I started playing once I got my Live 2D model. Like back in September 2024. Like, I started playing that game, and then I never managed to finish it. Like, and I do want to finish it. You need more scarabs to play it on the GameCube. Actually, no. I have all the scarabs I need. Like, I have the game, and I have the GameCube, so I don't have... It's fun, you really gotta use your brain, yeah. Yeah, no, I saw my brother play a bit of it. In fact, if I play Echoes of Wisdom, I'm gonna have to ask to borrow his copy of the game. Because, yeah. Because I don't have it. He's the one who has it. Hi, Danielle! Oh, you have fun too! Oh, and don't play Monopoly. Don't play Monopoly if you want to have friends by the end of the session. Playing it before the favoriting feature was added was painful. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. It feels like a band-aid solution, but it's something. Hi, Kiba. Hi. Are you gonna lie down? Are you gonna lie down? Yeah? We have... Oh, you're playing Root. Okay, I've never... Monopoly is just Mario Party's older brother. Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what is it? Meow indeed. Meow indeed. Oh. Here we have a Mr. Kiba. Mr. Kiba. The seal point, not really Siamese. Except the whole point of the game is to be annoying and boring. I don't know about boring. You probably have a point there. Annoying? Definitely, yes. Yes. Oh, you want to land here? You just happen to land here? Well, fork over all of your money. Isn't that right, Kiba? Isn't that right? Like, he's just on my lap. He's just on my lap. Like, I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants. He's just here on my lap, and I'm like, giving him pets. Giving you pets? Yeah? Are you gonna lie down? Are you gonna lie down, Keeps? Yeah? And Sonic Shuffle is... Yeah, he's the stepbrother that nobody likes. Because he's so weird and janky and nobody knows how to play him properly. Like... Man, Sonic Shuffle hurts my soul. Because it's so expensive on the secondhand market. Like, I don't understand how that game became so, like, so simultaneously derided and sought after. Like, because, yeah, the game is not good. The game is not good. I haven't played it, but I've seen it being played. Like, I've seen playthroughs on the internet. And yeah, no, the game is tedious. It's boring. It's boring. It takes forever. It puts you through a lot of pain. But then it commands such a huge price on the second-hand market. And I'm like, who is clamoring to play Sonic Shuffle? I mean, Sonic collectors, I guess? Like me? Made by the same devs as most of Mario Party. Yeah, except I think that someone clipped their wings because Sonic Shuffle is much worse. Oh, man. Only because it's a Dreamcast game. The AI fluctuates between unfair and stupid. There's no in between. Oh, that also doesn't help. Probably because it was a flop, it didn't sell too much, or people didn't care for, didn't take care of it. Expensive does not equal good. I know. No, like I know that there's like a bunch of there's a bunch of games that are just like they're expensive because they're infamous. Like for example, Action 52 is super expensive. Action 52 for the NES. Remember that. And how do I know that? Because when I decided to play Cheetah Men for April Fools, I did think of, okay, let me see if I can at least have the game like physically before I emulate it, because I was gonna emulate it either way. I don't have an NES. But on one hand, I kind of wanted to have like, you know, the physical release on my hands so I could say, oh yeah, that, like I have it. No, it was like, I don't know, $200, $300, and I'm like, no, I am not gonna pay that for Action frickin' 52. Okay, so it was already expensive when it first came out. Oh, that makes it worse. Wait, Sonic 06 is worth $500 now? What? Yeah, like my brother got our copy for like, I don't know, 15 euros, I think? Or maybe, I mean, there's also the very distinct possibility there's also the distinct possibility that it could be people jacking up the price because they think it's worth that much. Like, for example, I'll never forget. Okay, so you guys know one of the things that I do collect is VHS tapes. And since most later VCRs can play tapes from like anywhere in the world, like the early VCRs couldn't do that. Like if you tried to play an NTSC tape on a PAL VCR, it wouldn't work. But later VCRs, with later VCRs, you can play tapes from like anywhere. Doesn't matter. I remember looking through eBay once, like this was like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something. And I remember looking through it and seeing so many listings for Disney's Beauty and the Beast, like starting at like $500. And I'm like, there were so many of them just by looking at the page. Just by looking at the page, you could tell that this tape is not rare. This tape is not rare. There is nothing about it that makes it worth $500. But apparently there was a time where people thought that that tape was rare, so they started jacking up the prices of it. And I'm like, holy crap. Oh man. GameStop is accepting nearly any trade-in now, except 06. I just found one copy selling for $250. I need to show. Scalpers are evil. Yeah, no, they are. They are, man. Like, I usually only go to eBay to look for stuff as a last resort because I know that people jack up the prices on eBay. Like, not everyone does, but usually you're gonna find, like, listings that have been there for a long time because they are so jacked up that nobody wants to buy the thing. Only, again, if it's a last resort. Okay, Elmer. But yeah, but no, seriously, like whenever I think of those Beauty and the Beast tapes, I'm just like, how? And then you actually go to the sold ones, and there's still some pretty insane prices there. But the ones that actually sell don't go for anywhere near like the $500 or $200 that people ask for those tapes. I mean, my goodness, like, because it's so annoying, because I know that there's like I know that there's that there are VHS tapes that are indeed rare. Like, they were only released once. You can barely find them like anywhere. But they're usually of like very obscure things. Some of them could even almost be considered lost media until someone actually gets a tape and rips it and puts it on the internet or something. Like, I'm thinking, oh man, I can't believe that I'm going here with this. But there's this one Christmas special. There's this one Christmas special named Noel, which is about an ornament, a Christmas ornament made of glass. Like, he's a red glass bauble. And that whole special is super weird. Like, I first learned of it because of a Phalus video, and then I actually watched it for myself. I kind of love it, especially because of how bonkers it is. But again, that special is from, I think, 1992, and it's not and not a lot of people know about it. So a tape for that special going for like a premium on the secondhand market, yeah, I kind of get it. Like, I think that it's stupid, because I don't think that VHS tapes should cost that much, because they are a technology that by now only few people are going to be interested in, unfortunately for me. But yeah, no, that is the kind of thing where I think that, you know, a slightly jacked up price makes it kind of justified. Kind of. I still don't think you should pay more than like $40 or 40 euros, which is a little bit more than $40 for a VHS tape. Like, I think that paying $100 for a VHS tape, I think it's a little too much. Yeah, those high prices are contributing to 7Cs by a lot. Oh yes, yes they are. Except that, like, when we think about VHS tapes specifically, and we are talking about, like, again, stuff like Noel, stuff that was released on VHS tape, but like never again, like not on DVD, not on Blu-ray, not on any disc-based format. Like, it's a little bit weird, because you're only gonna find those in the second-hand market either way. Like, you want to have, if you're like me, you want to have an official copy. You still want to have an official copy and, you know, still hold it in your hands and stuff. But in the grand scheme of things, buying a secondhand copy of a VHS tape, or just watching it online if it's available, like, there isn't much of a difference. It's just yeah, you hold a rare piece of plastic in your hands, which is neat, but, you know. Well, yeah. I still collect DVDs, as you should, as you should. As you guys know, I am vehemently against the death of physical media. Actually, that reminds me, there's this, but for me, an absurd enough price will override that feeling. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Maurice. Crazy old Maurice. Hello, Quiveron. But yeah, so I found out that between, so at the seaside town, where I am, you know, currently working, while I'm currently employed, which, like, they're not gonna open throughout January, which is why I'm back home. But I found out that there's like an antique store, like, on the way between my place of work and the house and the house that I Can we turn streamed shows into DVDs? Oh, I wish we could. Also, hello, Barney. Ite, Barney. I wish someone had that foresight. I mean, okay. Some people do. Some people do. I mean, I have the Blu-ray. I have the Blu-ray of the Knuckles show. Because I refused to buy a subscription for Paramount Plus to watch it. No, I want to have it, okay? So yeah, and at first I didn't know that it existed. Like, you know, that the Blu-rays existed. Hello, Maytho. And yeah, I mean, one thing that I can do, I don't remember if you need 2 VCRs for that, but I remember that the last experiments that I did with like taping a show, it was, I think it was like in 2017. I think it was in 2017, and I recorded like an episode of Star vs. the Forces of Evil onto VHS, which is kind of funny. You forgot the Knuckles show existed. Most people forget that the Knuckles show existed. Like, again, the Knuckles show, like, the first episode is great. The rest of the show, why is Barney here? Barney's always here. Even when he's not here, he's always here, Filmrot. I believe blank DVDs can be burned onto, and a good capture card can snag something going from a Fire Stick or laptop. Not necessarily ethical, though. That is funny. Need a break from the show I star in, and I like the content here. Yeah. I hear it's more like the Wade show and Knuckles. Yes. Yeah, no, it is. It is. No, like, I don't really like talking about the Knuckles show because, like, on one hand, again, I love the first episode. I think that the first episode is super cool. It's everything else that is, you know, kind of bad. It does feel like I don't really. here's the thing. I don't really understand what was the thought process behind that show. Like, because with the first episode, you kind of get an idea that, like, there's this idea that, yeah, okay, we kind of know what we want. But then by episode 2, it just falls. It just crashes and burns, and I don't know. It really is the Wait Show. And Knuckles. Yeah. The fact that we have two people saying that should tell you something. Yeah, no, it's the Knuckles show. It's kind of painful. It's kind of painful to talk about. Wade had like two funny lines in the second movie. Let's give him a show and use Knuckles for marketing. Yay! Yeah, that was probably it. That was probably it. Like, I don't really understand what is it with the whole thing of, oh, let's pair the serious warrior type with the goofball kind of loser type. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what's the general appeal. What's the general appeal of that? Like, again, I've said it before. I would have preferred it. I would have much preferred it if it was a Knuckles and I don't know, the little girl who's Wade's rival. Like, I don't know. I think that it would be more interesting. Kind of like what Sonic X could have been. Kind of like what Sonic X could have been, but never was, because whoever was writing that show was kind of loopy, I guess. What did you think of Pachacamac's inclusion? I mean, I love that he's there. I love that he's there, honestly. I think that it makes things a little bit confusing. I think that it makes things a little bit confusing. Because, okay, so, in this... okay, so, if Knuckles was already there once the Echidnas went to defeat Longclaw, including Pachacamac, how did he achieve legendary status by the time that Knuckles is older? Unless Knuckles is, like, I don't know, 500 years old and he's not telling us. But I don't think that is the case, because that means that Sonic would also have to be 500 years old, and he's not. But yeah. But I like, I like his inclusion, again, in the first episode. In the first episode, like, then you have the episode where he's, in a bowling alley, and, the episode 4, I think it is, episode 4, the one where you find out about Knuckles' backstory, through the rock musical, and I'm like, look, this is fun and all, but I would have much preferred to see this, like, animated. Like, what? The flames of disaster! Yeah. Hello, Colour Soup. Yes, we are indeed talking about your goat, Wade Whimper, from the famous Wade Show featuring the flames of disaster! Oh, and there's Iblis. Who's Silver gonna fight if he's in the movies? Yeah, no, there you go. I mean, that inclusion I don't mind as much, because the movies are, again, it's a different version. It's a different version of events, so I don't mind as much Iblis being featured in relation to Knuckles, instead of, saving it for a possible, like, Silver. But yeah, it should have been chaos. It should have been chaos. Or not Enerjack. But even then, I'm pretty sure that they would still they would fumble it. They would fumble it because their plan was not to their plan was not to have Knuckles go through an arc. Their plan was for Wade to go through an arc with a little bit of help from Knuckles. Yeah. Because if they do a Sonic Adventure 1 arc, they'd have to do something else with Chaos. Still annoyed that they skipped over it. Yeah. Yeah. Because I always preferred Adventure 1, yeah. Could Pachacamac have found glory prior to the low point of fighting over the Emerald? Maybe, but that still doesn't solve the. Wait, does it? Maybe. Yeah, maybe that is what happened. Also, let me see something here. Okay, but, oh, sorry, Filmrot had to leave and I didn't see it. Dang it. Still have to watch movie 3. Yeah. Classic straight man, funny man setup. Yeah, except that, I don't know. I prefer the comically serious. I don't know. They contrast each other. I think that's since CG is pricey and Idris Elba cost a lot for what their budget might have been, they focused more on Wade. Yeah. The English dub butchered Chris hard. I mean, he wasn't much better in the Japanese version, actually. Thought the idea was for Knuckles to learn to relax and be chill, while Wade having to learn warrior spirit. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that I think that they didn't like. They did manage to give Wade more of a warrior spirit. Knuckles, on the other hand, yeah, nah. I don't like the Lonely Island influences. What Lonely Island? The random ass rock opera in episode 4 will always be my favorite part of the show, honestly. I mean, it did give us the Flames of Disaster, which I still quote to this day, like many others. Also, I'm not saying that the show wasn't entertaining. It just didn't give me personally what I wanted. I mean, the first episode did. The first episode, I liked the first episode. But as for the rest, a little bit of a harder sell. I think Pachacamac. Wait, actually, let me read what you said. What you called him, Barney. Pachamachak. Pachamachak. Might have been alive as the eldest of the recent era of echidnas. Knuckles was in, or before they were all wiped out, or space-time stuff. Yeah. Yeah, like I was wondering the same thing. I don't know what Lonely Island is. Care to elaborate a little bit on that, Mado? But yeah, that's definitely something that that's definitely something that that is a possibility. That is a possibility. What Barney said. But yeah. By the way, before going back to that particular conversation, I do have some good news for the book that I want to write, that I am going to write. I'll answer that in a bit, Barney. I'll answer that in a bit. The Lonely Island is the group with which the director of the Flames of Disaster episode directed. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. One thing I can definitely say about the Knuckles show is that it's divisive. I don't think that anyone... Oh, but... Oh man, Barney! Okay, Barney, let's just take what you said. And remove all context from it. Imagine that you're just sitting like at a bar with your friends, and you're all having some drinks and stuff, and all of nowhere you say, I think Metal Sonic should kill Sonic. Like out of nowhere. because that's what I pictured in my head right now. Like out of nowhere. Oh man. Hello console right line, hello Stanzarora VT. Hello. That's literally what happened to me. I joined and the first thing I hear is I think Metal Sonic should kill Sonic. Okay, for anyone who just arrived, Barney here, the person who said that they think Metal Sonic should kill Sonic, was kind of brainstorming ideas for what they think that Sonic 4, the movie, should be. They asked me, I was gonna go on a different thing before coming back to that topic, but I just couldn't let that slip. Oh man. 06 plot. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, that would work. That would work. So it's nothing personal. No. It's just no. We're just spitballing ideas. We're just spitballing ideas for the fourth movie. But yeah, to answer your question, Barney. Hello, Neku. Welcome. Yeah, to answer your question as to what I think Sonic 4 should be like. Well, first, it should not be at all like the game Sonic 4. Neither episode 1 or 2. Like, I think that we can all agree on that. And we can all agree that it's probably not gonna be that because obvious. Yeah. Someone asked if I think that Eggman is gonna come back, and I'm like, I thought he wasn't gonna come back for Sonic 3, and then he did, but his send-off had a lot of impact, and a lot of impact that I don't think is going to be... I think that if they bring Eggman back again, it's going to hurt a lot of the impact that his send-off in Sonic 3 had. Like, I don't think that they should bring Eggman back. Now, will they? I don't know. I am not sure. But, yeah. So can I ruin people's Day Sonic style? I don't know. Go wild, I guess. Does Knuckles break the emerald into pieces so it can be tracked down later? I mean, Yeah, like one thing that someone also said that I also would be a mix between like Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Heroes. I would like that. I would like that. I would like that a lot. Especially because you don't really need Eggman to tell the story of Sonic Adventure 1. And since he also isn't the main villain in Sonic Heroes, yeah, you could have Metal Sonic be the big bad, like, Neo Metal Sonic, and he sends an army of smaller Metal Sonics. Now, removing the whole thing of Eggman having been the one to create Metal Sonic is a little bit iffy. Now, like, okay, because if Eggman didn't create Metal Sonic, then who did? Like, I mean, yeah, Eggman Nega is also a possibility. The metal drones alone are kind of lacking. Neo speaking for them would add a lot. Still, who built them? Yeah, exactly. Oh, Sonic CD. Yeah, no, Sonic CD as well. I mean, there's another possibility. If we bring Sonic CD into the fold, and we don't just bring Sonic CD as in, oh, we have Metal Sonic and Amy Rose. If we also bring the whole thing of time travel with Sonic CD, then that means that Eggman can come back, just and not undermine his send-off at the end of Sonic 3. Because it would be a different timeline Eggman. Or it would be an Eggman from earlier in the timeline. So, like, the events of Sonic 3 still happened, but now we're dealing with this. That, Oh, okay, sorry, Tulu, sorry. Sorry, did you say the word? The bird is the word. I don't know about any other words. Yeah, no, definitely watch the movie, Tulu. Definitely watch the movie. Like, it's super worth it. Yeah. Okay, bye. Sorry, the conversation had to go into probable spoiler territory. How about having Agent Stone taking the Eggman mantle? I think that would be a possibility. That would be a possibility as well. Yeah, like Agent Stone is doing all of this for Eggman's sake, like for his memory, like to keep the memory of Dr. Gerald Robotnik alive. Not Gerald, Ivo Robotnik. I mean, Oh, man. Yeah, let me see if I missed anything. If he comes back in the flesh, that's gonna be 2 fake deaths in a row. He's gonna become the movie equivalent of Sigma or Dr. Wily from Mega Man. Yeah. 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 That's kind of what I wanted Stone to do in 3. That's what I thought they were gonna do with Stone in 3. Honestly. Like that ending really made me think, okay, yeah, no, Eggman is dead. Now it's Dr. Stone. Agent Stone that's gonna be the main villain or something. And then they brought Eggman back again, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, he'd learn the same conclusion as Shadow, probably. Always rebooting, just updated the PC. Yeah. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. the fights, the story, the characters working so well together, and Shadow. Oh yeah, no, like again, Sonic 3. Sonic 3 is a really good movie. I think that. I mean, I have a massive soft spot for Sonic 2 because Knuckles. I mean, just look there in the background and you can see. But I think that as a movie, Sonic 3 is the best out of the three. And I do wonder what they're going to do for 4. I mean, we can spend like all day speculating about what they're going to do. What they're gonna do for 4. I do hope that they bring in a bit more of Sonic Adventure. I do hope that they bring in more of what I wanted the Knuckles show to be, to be honest. But I don't think that's gonna happen because I'm pretty sure that the main conflict is gonna have to do with all the Metal Sonics and stuff. So yeah, oops. Does anyone else remember the Sonic TV show with Sally and them and how it ended? I mean, yeah, that's Sonic Set AM. I talk about it not exactly extensively because I didn't grow up with it, but I talk about it every so often here on the streams. I remember when Eggman actually died in Sonic 06's story along with Princess Elise before time travel to fix it. Oh, yeah. Right! Eggman also died in there! I remember about the show. I don't know too much or what happened in the end. It ended in the cliffhanger. In a cliffhanger. Like, I think that they managed to defeat Robotnik at the end. Like with, you know, the super special power-up thing that Sonic and Sally were able to use, and they got rid of Robotnik, but not Snively, and the show ended with like an ominous close-up of 2 eyes, which we now know were going to be Ixisnagus. So I think that season 3 would have like an alliance between Snively and Ixisnagus. Other than that, I don't know much about the show. Like, I know bits and pieces here and there. I'm not the biggest Sonic Set AM scholar. Yeah, I remember about the show. Come to think about it, while that in Sonic 06, both Sonic and Dr. Eggman both died once. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. Hello, Coffee. Welcome. Also welcome, your bro. You're not my bro. What the heck? Hi, Atari. Sonic 06 exists. Sonic 06 exists. Fans. PTSD. Yup. I thought it was just Sonic Underground that ended in a cliffhanger, or just didn't have an ending. I think that Sonic Underground didn't really... Yeah, it didn't have an ending, but it didn't really end on any sort of cliffhanger. It was just... It finished. Like, this episode is over, and there aren't any more. Just... Go. Just not... Nothing else is gonna happen. Show's over. Good night. Simply turning on Robotnik was impressive. Oh, so that's what happened, huh? Did we hear Ixisnagus laughing at the end? I may check. I think we did. Yeah. I think we did hear his laugh. Wasn't he voiced by Michael Bell? I think that he was voiced by Michael Bell. Michael Bell being, Okay, I'm only remembering one other role that he had. Dr. Nefarious's sidekick robot in Ratchet and Clank. I think it was always him. It could be wrong, but I think it was always Michael Bell. Oh wait, he also voiced Quackerjack. Quackerjack in Darkwing Duck. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Darkwing Duck, which aired... Did Darkwing Duck air at the same time as Sonic Set AM? At any point? How long did Darkwing Duck last? Because it started in 1991. Sonic 06... No, Sonic... Set AM. Set AM started in 1993. If Darkwing Ducks lasted more than 2 years, then they did air. At the same time, at least for a little bit. That scene is still fresh in my memory. Oh, my condolences. Tico is snivelly laughing, but there is more noise. Oh, you went to check. Yeah. Only one Sonic TV show has an ending. Most others end cliffhangers. Also, Snivelly says he's not alone. Yeah, because he was with Ixisnagus. So yeah. What other shows? Like, okay, so Sonic X didn't end in a cliffhanger. I don't know about Sonic Prime. I don't know if it's been cancelled or anything. Like, Sonic Prime is so frustrating. Sonic Prime is so frustrating to me. Like, to this day, I still haven't been able to bring myself to watch it because it just... I don't know. It goes on such a different direction that I wanted a Sonic show to be. Like, I realize that a lot of my complaints about, like, Sonic and stuff are like, oh, it's not doing what I want it to do because I am the authority on Sonic. Like, I'm the biggest authority on Sonic on the entire universe, and the Sonic franchise should bend to my whims. And by bend to my whims, I mean make everything about Knuckles into Chaotix. Which is, like, completely unreasonable. Like, I thought I was Metal Sonic at the end. I'm being real. It does look like metal. Atari confirmed it's Nagas. Yes. Like, that was not me. That was not me saying. That was, like, the creators of the show who actually confirmed it. Once it became clear that there was not going to be a season 3, like, at least not anytime soon. I think that they confirmed it, like, in the mid-2000s that it was going to, and that it was Ixisnagas, because that was a question that hung in the air for, I mean, a very long time. I mean, I think that Set AM ended, like, in 1994 or something. So yeah, that's still smack dab in the middle of the classic era, literally, I believe. Because that is a weird thing to think about. The classic Sonic era only lasted 7 years. Think about that. Think about that for a sec. I mean, it feels like it lasted longer because the Dreamcast took a little bit longer to get to the West. Like, in Japan they got Sonic Adventure in 1998. The US only got it in 1999. But still, it's still like 7-8 years. That's all the time that classic Sonic was, like, a thing. Like, everything else is post Sonic Adventure. Like, post the major retooling of the franchise. Like, That is really weird to think about it. Sonic Prime was so cool, but they didn't do justice. Sonic Prime had a proper ending. Okay. Okay. That does, like, from someone who hasn't watched it, but is, you know, like, kind of keeping tabs on Sonic stuff. Yeah, it definitely seems to be the case. Because if it was cancelled, I doubt that, for example, we would have guest characters from Sonic Prime in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Just saying. Like, if it was like a completely failed project that was cancelled, I don't think that 9 would be there, for example. They dropped the ball in Season 3. I think that's just the average Sonic fan. I guess there's a version of the Sonic series we all love the most. Yeah. For me, I love the fact we had a cool Sonic form and we only see it once. Oh. Sega bring back forms. We love them. Atari, I'd recommend watching it once. Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? I should watch Sonic Prime. And maybe talk about it while I'm watching. Maybe. I'm not... Should I? Dark Sonic, Dark Spine Sonic, Excalibur Sonic, Hypersonic, Starfall Supersonic, Werehog. Yeah. Nah, Dark Sonic sucked. Wasn't that's the one from Sonic X, right? That's the one from Sonic X. I mean, asking for things from Sonic X to stay on is not too big of an ask, because Sega themselves seem to be pretty adamant in not reminding people that Sonic X existed. Like, I think that Sonic X's biggest claim to fame, like nowadays, within Sega, is it being the place where cream and cheese debuted, because it came out at like almost at the same time as Sonic Advance. Like, I don't remember which one was supposed to come first. I don't remember if it was Sonic X or Sonic Advance. I know that one of them was, and then the other one came out first, which is all sorts of funny. Yeah, he showed up for one scene. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I mean, the closest that we have to Dark Sonic in the mainline games is Dark Spine Sonic. Complete with a gruff voice with Jason Griffith doing like, yeah, Eraser Jin, you have been a bad boy, and now I am going to beat you. I can't do this for very long because my throat doesn't like it. Fleetway Sonic, however, he can come back. Dark Sonic can stay gone because bro had the franchise in a chokehold for all the wrong reasons. I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, the Sonic X, I have a very love-hate relationship with Sonic X, I'm gonna say. Because on one hand, it is like a Sonic anime. But on the other, I think that there's a bunch of things that I think went wrong with Sonic X. First and foremost, the fact that they seem to think that PPA, I see what you've done there. And then he came back and he didn't remember anything, and he was like, who am I? I don't know. I need to go on, I don't know, some sort of soul-searching trip. What is that weird eye thing? Oh, crap. Oh yeah, Terios, of course. Who can forget Terios? Like everyone's favorite character who is like in all the merchandise and got like a movie and the game. Like the technically we've had many dark like Sonics in the games. Yeah. No, like usually I do think that there's like an argument to be had about, for example, Jet being also like a dark Sonic of sorts. Yes, Jet. Because like Jet is what Sonic would be if he was arrogant, you know? So yeah. But yeah, what was I thinking? Oh right, Sonic X. Let me see if I can make my thoughts on it very very succinct, very brief. Sonic X was a little too caught up on what it thought, for example, the West thought of Sonic, or what Japan thought that Sonic should be in relation to the West, which is why the humans look the way they do. They are trying to emulate a Western drawing style, which is why the humans look the way they do. I don't know why I repeated myself, because my mind works in circles, because of course. That is one thing, but that is kind of minor. Also, there was the whole thing, like, I have to mention this, Sonic X is indeed where you saw Knuckles' descent into irrelevance, like as a character, and into dumbness. The Knuckles that you have by the end of season 2, by the end of the Meteor X saga, isn't really the same one that you started the show with. It's not the same one that was in episodes 1, 3, and 5. Just to give an example. But yeah. Then there were also the adventure adaptations, which at the time I didn't see anything wrong with them, but after playing the games I'm like, wow, this does not do justice to the games at all. Also, Chris reminding Shadow of Maria instead of Amy or Rouge. Yeah, no, thanks for making Shadow into an ass. Thanks for making Shadow into an ass just so we could be force-fed more Chris. Thank you. Everyone loved that, I'm sure. Jet is Sonic, but more of an asshole. Sonic has been arrogant, yeah. Not Sega, not so much in the games though. Like, he's not as arrogant as he is in, like, for example, in Fleetway. Jet is Sonic, but if he was slow physically and mentally. That's a great description. Sonic is arrogant for all the right reasons though. Jet is dumb for all the wrong reasons. I mean, he's he inherit. I mean, he is basically what do you call people who don't work for their position? They just earn it because their parents had it. Jet is that. Sonic X feels like an anime trying to be a 90s, early 2000s American cartoon. Yeah. Dumbhood, yes. That's not 100% true. This also describes panty and stocking, but it does it better. Yes. Yes, no, but panty and stocking is stylized. Sonic X wasn't. Knuckles was relevant to a certain point. To a certain point. Nepotism? Yeah, kinda. You see, we should all watch Sonic via Japanese dub because I heard it's way better than what America got. It is better. It is better, but not to the extent that I would say that it's like, 100% better. I would say that it's like 80% better. Like, because a lot of the problems of Sonic X do come from the original. Like, they weren't made up by 4Kids. Also heard the English dub did Chris dirty. Yeah, we had that. Okay, Chris is a good character. I understand. I understand what you mean, Neku, because I am also in that camp. I also think that Chris could have been a great character. He could have been a great POV character, being thrust into these weird things with these little animal guys. Like, there was a lot of potential in Chris that was not realized, I think. I think that they went a little bit too hard on the lonely rich kid thing and not so much on like what his personality should be and how he interacted with the characters. Like, I don't know. Like, the way that they did Chris, it feels, of course, I'm just talking about like what you could call season 1. I'm only talking about that. Like, episodes 1 to 52. I'm not talking about the second season. For many reasons. One of them, because I haven't watched the entirety of the second season. I only have an idea of what happens in it. 80% is still pretty good. Yeah, no, like, that's what I mean. Japanese Sonic X better because live and learn. Yes, man, episode 38 loses so much without live and learn there. Like, instead you have the generic 4Kids. Oh, this is an action scene music. Like, which, don't get me wrong, 4Kids had some pretty good tracks. Like, for example, their soundtrack for the first Pokemon movie is really good. Like, and I won't let anyone say that the soundtrack for the first Pokemon movie is bad. I've heard them both. I've heard the Japanese one and the American one, and the American one is still pretty good. Like, I like it. And one thing that I definitely have to say is that Lugia's song and the movie moment with Lugia's song, at the end of Pokemon 2000, it's better in English than it is in Japanese. Like, the song is, like, the song and the way that they do things in the American version is better than the Japanese, simply because it feels like it has more of a focus. I think that they should have gone a little bit more ethereal with it, but it still works. Season 3 Chris locked in, though. Yes, which is why I can't really say much about him. Like, I do remember that he was not bad at all in season 3. Like, in season 3, he was just he was just a competent character. Like, yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Chris in season 3. or season 2, or whatever it is. Episodes 53 to 78. 78, 76? 77? 78? How many episodes does Sonic X have, actually? What yeah. Like, Bro is able to grab the Chaos Emerald to stop Eggman and help Sonic turn super. Oh, yeah. You only watch the 4Kids version of Sonic X. I mean, most people who are on the English-speaking side of the internet have only watched the 4Kids version of Sonic X. I watched the Japanese version because I just happened to be, like, following it at the time that it was coming out. Like, I don't remember what episode 4Kids was on, but when I first started watching Sonic X, it was on the week leading up to episode 28. I remember being super stoked that Tikal was gonna show up. Like, holy crap! Because somehow I knew who Tikal was. Well, at least I knew what she looked like. I knew that she was a thing. I didn't know, like... Hello, Laketh! Welcome! 78. Okay, awesome. If I recall... Also, I'm not sure if it's just me, but I swear the 4Kids music drowns out the sound effects in Sonic X. Yes. Yes, like, in terms of sound mixing, the 4Kids version is very confusing. Very confusing, very... Like, it has a very overbearing soundscape, I would say. 4Kids redoing the soundtrack on so many things was a nepotism thing where they used that to fund composers, etc. from their in-group. Makes sense. Hey, that's why it's spicy. Season 3 Chris was fine, but it's lame that they turned him into a boy again, since we already associated that design with Season 1 and 2 Chris. Yeah, no, like, I don't get it. Like, what was the problem of keeping him an adult? Like, come on, man. Are you worried? Are you worried that people that people are not going to connect with him anymore? Like, because again, that's what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to be like an audience insert. But like, if he's mentally an adult, if he's mentally an adult, he's not going to he's not going to serve that purpose anymore. It's pointless. It's pointless to turn him back into a kid. Like, what the... Huh? Oh, man. No, even in Italy, and I'm sure other countries, they use the 4Kids version as a base. Yeah. Like, in Portugal, they used it twice. There's 2 dubs of Sonic X. One done in 2005, and another one done in 2016. And I don't know which one is better, because I haven't watched a lot of the second one. I do have almost all the episodes of the first one recorded. That was considered to be a lost dub for a while. But I think that there are other people already managed to rip those episodes. But yeah, I think that there's a few episodes that we're missing, but like I think it's only like 2. One of them is the very last episode, episode 52. Oh, and we don't have the second season, you know, episodes 53 to 78. We don't have that. We don't have that because it started airing, like, you know, completely haphazardly. Like, also, they gave Knuckles an actor that I understand why you picked him, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. Don't like it. poor guy. Like, I have met him. I have met him personally. I have met that guy personally, and like, he's not. He's not bad. He's not a bad person. He's not a bad person. It's just that, like, I don't like his voice for Knuckles. I don't like it. Oh, man. I kind of like that he turned into a boy again. He gets to use everything he learned from the past 2 seasons and live those lessons in his younger self as a full circle kind of thing. I guess you're right. Again, I guess you're right. To be fair here, the music drowning out words is accurate to the games. German anime dubs were sometimes based on 4Kids, sometimes on the Japanese original. Yeah, like in here, like here in Portugal, you also had that, like, you know, some of them are based in the English versions, others are based on the Japanese versions. Like, it's kind of like, you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. Like, for example, Mega Man NT Warrior and Beyblade, we also got those from the English versions. In fact, Beyblade, we got it from the Canadians, which is, you know, the version that was also in the US. That and Monster Rancher, we also got the Canadian version. But then, yeah, Digimon, we got the Japanese version for some reason. Then we started importing it from the Spanish, which also used the Japanese version as a base. Cardcaptor Sakura, we got the Japanese version. What other animes? Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was weird. I think we got like a French version or something. I know that Saint Seiya, we got it from the French, which changed the opening and ending, but not the actual content of the show, I think, which is also the same thing that happened with Dragon Ball, I believe. But yeah, Tokyo Mew Mew, for example, is a weird case, because at first we got Mew Mew Power, and then we got Tokyo Mew Mew. Like, where Mew Mew Power stopped, it started being Tokyo Mew Mew. I don't remember, like, Ojamajo Doremi. Ojamajo Doremi, we did have 2 dubs. We did have 2 dubs of that. And there was one time where they were airing side by side. Like, one was airing on one channel and the other was airing on another. Which was very weird. Which was very weird. So I'm pretty sure that there were a lot of people debating, like, okay, which one is the better dub of Ojamajo Doremi? Because, especially like a few years down the line, because then nostalgia starts speaking loud, and depending on which version you grew up with, you would think that the other one is very weird and strange and you wouldn't like it. Like, French Dragon Ball is the base for every European version, I think. Yeah, like the one that goes Dragon Ball na 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 na. Yeah. Kai, I don't remember if Kai aired here. Super definitely does. Dragon Ball Super aired here, and we got the Japanese version, if I'm not wrong. We also got some really strange anime, like anime that was dubbed as if it was for kids when the source material is very much not for kids. Oh, Shaman King is another one that we got the Japanese version of, where there was a 4Kids version available. Which, thank you. Like, I don't think that the 4Kids version of Shaman King is all that bad, at least from what I've heard. But yeah. Oh yeah, I know the German opening of Sailor Moon. I know that. Na 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 na. Oh Sailor Moon. Na 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 na. Oh Sailor Moon. Ooh. Yeah. I managed to catch a few episodes of German Sailor Moon. During the time that I was learning English with with Cartoon Network UK, actually, because our satellite dish also had a couple of German channels, including I think 2 RTLs, and we got the RTL that aired Sailor Moon. I think it was RTL 2. I am not sure. I am not sure, but yeah, no, like I loved that opening. By the way, I love that opening. Like it's so nostalgic to me because again, like I had already grown up, kind of, watching Sailor Moon, but that still fell during a time where I was still very much, where I was still a kid, and yeah, now I look back at it and like that, it gives me goosebumps because I don't hear it all that often, but it does bring me good memories. DBZ then used dubbed versions of the Japanese openings. Yeah, like I think that we also got the original Japanese opening for Dragon Ball GT. There were legit people who brought it to like talent shows. Like, and I'm like, okay then. Must have been during the times people viewed all anime as weird kids shows. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Even though it like, right. I wanted to give some examples of shows like that that we got. Every country got the obscure anime that they care about more than Japan. Yeah. The Mysterious Cities of Gold, anyone? Like that. Okay, that one is a little bit iffy because that was a co-production. I don't remember between who, but yeah, the Mysterious Cities of Gold, like the Three Muskehounds. That was also like a weird co-production. And you look at it nowadays and it's like, oh yeah, no, this is 100% anime. Like. This is 100% anime. I mean, you had Heidi, you had, man, they call him Marco. I don't remember the original Japanese name. You had Candy Candy, which is not for kids. I mean, it's a shoujo, but it's like, yeah, we got Dan Dan Kokoro, yes. There was also this YouTube poop of Hitler singing this so peach. I remember oh no. Oh no. But yeah, what other shows? One that I remember airing that I was like, why is this here? Was Air Gear. Air Gear, if you know, goes borderline ecchi in some places. And I'm like, why is this airing here? Why is this airing here? Other obscure anime that we got Spoon Obasan. We got We got Majoko Megu-chan. We got Lady Georgie. Lady Georgie, which was even like released in VHS tapes. I have two of those actually. Lady Georgie is so stupid. Like, oh my. Ashita no Naja. We also had that one. You know, going a few years. Candy was popular here too. My dad dressed up as her because we got it in like the 60s. I mean, you probably didn't get it in the 60s because Candy is from the 70s, but yes. Oh man. Yeah, Lady Georgie. In Portuguese, we knew her as Joaninha, which is like an affectionate way of saying Joanna. And the song was like, oh man. A Joaninha voa voa no seu cavalo. Na 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 na. Something like that. Oh man. I wonder what obscure anime the USA liked more than Japan. Oh, right. That one with the little koala. That I know that it aired in the US because we got the US version. With an opening that I don't know if it was made by the US or the original. We also got Samurai Pizza Cats, but I don't remember if we got it on TV like in the early 90s. I know that we got it like that there were reruns a few years later, like in the early to mid 2000s for some reason. Yeah, like Little Joanna. Exactly. Yeah, New Around. Ever since last year. Yeah. Oh man. And yeah, like no, I'm looking forward to this month because I really want to get back into doing the streams and stuff. I'm gonna have to talk to my therapist very, very seriously about what's going on in my house. In the house on the seaside town. Yeah. But yeah, see you soon. You around. Bye. But yeah, what other anime do we have? Other than the little koala. I mean, we had the Three Muskehounds, of course. And now the song is showing up in my head, and it's not gonna leave. Oh no! We had that little Lulu anime. Does anyone know about that? There was a little Lulu anime in the 70s, and we got it for whatever reason. At least we got it on tape. Like, you know, there's a couple of tapes of it. What other anime? Because there were so many. Excuse me. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. What are weird anime that we get? Oh, we had Lum. Thanks. Thanks, Barty. We got Lum at one point. We also got I mean, we had One Piece during a time where it was kind of weird to get One Piece. And that was based on the Japanese version as well. By the way, they started dubbing Lum, and then they got to the part with the nudity, and they were like, "Oh, we can't keep dubbing this. We can't keep dubbing this, or have it air like in any sort of like in any channel like in prime time." Another one that was kind of a weird phenomenon. Samurai 7? Does anyone remember that? I think it's from 2006 or 2004. Yeah, Samurai 7. Other weird anime. Other weird anime that we got. Even though I don't think that it gets any weirder than like Air Gear. Did we get... Oh, we got the Three Musketeers anime. You know, the one that's, you know, the one that doesn't have dogs. We also have that one. I mean, we had Saint Seiya, of course. I've already mentioned that one. We had Science Team Gatchaman. It wasn't dubbed. It was subtitled. It was in English with Portuguese subtitles. Man. I don't know. That's already like a huge... That's already a huge list. That's already a huge list of anime. Can't believe that I had forgotten that we got Shaman King. I think it's because I didn't really catch it airing. Yatterman. I don't know if we. I don't know. I don't know if we got Yatterman. Did we? I don't think so. We also didn't get like Cutie Honey. Oh, Corrector Yui. We did get Corrector Yui. Which is very strange. Like, how? Why did we get Corrector Yui? Speaking of Corrector Yui, the same person who made Corrector Yui is also behind this kind of obscure anime called Silent Mobius. And apparently, that obscure anime, Silent Mobius, is gonna get like a reboot or a remake or something. And I'm like, who the heck is clamoring for Silent Mobius to come back? Like, I remember it because it was the robot from what? From Corrector Yui? I mean, yeah. It is a very familiar looking robot. But yeah, like, how... by the way, if you want, like, to watch a really, really cool, really 90s opening, definitely look into Silent Mobius's opening, because that stuff sticks in your head and it doesn't leave. It's awesome. Too bad that the show is kind of boring. The list of anime you presented made me realize that I haven't seen as many anime as I thought. I mean, keep in mind that these anime are not exactly mainstream. At least, if they were, they're not anymore. Like, there was a time where you probably would get people who know what Ashita no Naja is, but nowadays, no. The only reason they probably know about it is because there was an Android that came out like not too long ago. But stuff like, and a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about is stuff that Well, some people didn't even register as anime back then. Like, I can definitely say one thing. One of the anime that I did talk about here is gonna get a game, a video game, that is that like the release date is not announced yet, but they're working on it, and I am really excited about it. Which is Samurai Pizza Cats, or in the original Japanese, Kyato Ninden Teyande, which I've only seen 3 episodes of it, and I've been like, it's been over 10 years. I should go on watching that stupid show. Like, yeah, no, we did. We did. It was probably, you know why I think it was? I think it was cheap. I think it was cheap to buy. And there was like a lot of it. Like, for example, I learned that there was this, also this, very shoujo, very 80s anime, called, oh, what was it? Aishiteru Night? I don't know, it's about a girl and some guys in a rock band, and it's so very 80s. So very, very 80s. I mean, the closest thing that it reminds me of is Gem, except that Gem is like truly, truly outrageous. And this is more, this is more subdued. It's more like, yeah, it's more shoujo anime. Like, you know, what if Gem was a shoujo anime? And it wasn't as, like, in your face, or at least, like, basically the misfits would feel out of place in it. One reason they might be mainstream might be because Atlantical aired them as they were cheap licenses. Yes, no, exactly. Like, I can't imagine that Lady Georgie was very expensive. Oh, Van Dread! We got Van Dread! Ah, man, I forgot. We also got Neon Genesis Evangelion. Which, I mean, that's not exactly obscure, but, excuse me. But the thing about Evangelion is that was dubbed during a time where yeah, we were already moving towards more, I mean, okay, no, I'm saying this and then we had Air Gear like 10 years later. I can't really say anything about that. Have you heard of this light novel that now has an anime and will soon have its own video game called Lord of the Mysteries? I watched a couple of episodes and it's pretty cool, but I'm confused. No, I haven't heard of that one. I mean, the only light novel based thing that I am like I'm eagerly awaiting the rest of the anime of is Ascendance of a Bookworm. Which is definitely one of those shows that if we were back in those times, I could see someone buy it and dub it. Because there isn't really anything about it that is, you know, objectionable for kids. I could see that airing on Atlantigese TV. Yeah, the European co-productions. Heidi was one of the first ones that I mentioned when I started talking about this, Elmer. Like, I think it was the very first. Followed by Marco, but I don't remember Marco's name. Like, I don't remember what that's called in Japanese. Never heard of that. Others off the top of my head are Anne of Green Gables. Yeah, we got that one as well. Utena. Don't remember if we got Utena. But we definitely got Lady Oscar. Yeah, lots and lots of Shoto. Of shoujo. Dang it. Lots and lots of the VTuber Shoto. I mean, yeah, no, let's put Shoto in all the shoujo, I guess. Would he fit? I don't know. I came late, so yeah, there you go. Haha o tazunete sanzenri. Oh, there you go. I'd like the haha in the name should have clued me in. Because, yeah, I'm looking for my mother. A lot of light novels, well, actually web novel readers, glaze Lord of the Mysteries as one of the best written fiction of all time. Every person I've heard read it say it's great. Really? Huh. I mean, that is because that is a kind of praise that I usually see only leveraged in relation to no, wait. Reserved to stuff like, for example, Full Metal Alchemist or One Piece. Oh yeah. It probably reminded you of Evangelion because it came out during like the same cultural during the same cultural era of Evangelion. But yeah, no, like Silent Mobius is like, again, the show doesn't do justice to the opening, which is sad. But it's also true of a lot of 90s anime. Unfortunately, because I love how 90s anime looks. I absolutely love how 90s anime looks. And that is like brought to the forefront in the openings, and then you actually go watch the shows, and it's a lot of style over substance, and it feels a little bit lacking. I was trying to remember the Silent Mobius opening, like just to sing song a little bit of it. Oh, na 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 Yeah. Yeah, no, like... yeah, exactly. See? See, I know what I am talking about. I know. That was one of the shows that aired, like, okay, so there was this channel. It was actually Latin American, but we did get it. We did get it for a while. That had a lot of anime, and then South Park. Like, it was the anime and South Park channel. Don't understand? Okay. But it had a lot, it had a lot of obscure anime as well. I mean, some were obscure, other not so much. Like, it had Evangelion, it had Silent Mobius. It's how I learned of it to begin with. It had this thing called Cybuster. It had Mini Goddess. I think that it also had like My Goddess at some point, but when I watched it, it was only like Mini Goddess, you know, like what other it had Soul Hunter. Saber Marionette. At one point, it was airing Saber Marionette J and Saber Marionette J2X at the same time, which is a little bit confusing. Like, even though one is a sequel to the other. Cyber TV Nakjt, which is still one of my favorite anime of all time. And I am not joking. Yes, it's stupid. Yes, it makes no sense. Yes, it is so confused because it wants to be a magical girl show, but it also wants to cash in on the mascot craze, because it was made, like, I think while Pokemon was airing. Like, it's from 1999. It's from 1998. But it also wanted to be Evangelion. Like, it's such a mess. It's such a huge mess, and I love it. And then I learned that it has a game for the Dreamcast, and then I was devastated once I realized that the Dreamcast is region locked. Dang it! I mean, I could try to get a Japanese Dreamcast, like, on purpose just to buy, you know, just to get Japanese exclusive games, including Cyber TV Nakjt, but it's like, yeah, it kind of looks like Pretty Cure before Pretty Cure, except designed by the guy who designed Saber Marionette J. And the original character designs for Battle Arena Toshinden. Yep, it's the same guy. South Park is a great anime. Pfft, it's the best anime ever. It's just not my cup of tea. But yeah, like, Summer TV Nakjt is, like, amazing. There is someone in Banzoin's Haka's fandom that I made a promise to. I made a promise that if I ever did, like, a stream based entirely around Cyber TV Nakjt, I would call them, because they love Cyber TV Nakjt. That, like, and I think that a lot of people in Latin America do. Because it really is one of those anime that it was popular there, but not anywhere else. I mean, is it not the Slayers guy? I don't think it's the Slayers guy. It is a guy that has a similar art style to the Slayers guy, but I think that it's not. I think that it's not him. Let me check. Wait a second. Tsukasa Kotobuki. Let me see. Okay, Wikipedia. Fatal Fury, the motion picture, Battle Arena Toshinden, VS Knight Lamune, Cyber TV Nakjt, Saber Marionette J, Godanar, Super Robot World's Original Generation, The Inspector, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, City Hunter Shinjuku Private Eyes, Mayonaka Punch, City Hunter Angel Dust, I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. Okay, some of these he only designed the mechas. Some of these he only designed the mechas, so yeah. No, it's not the Slayers guy. It's not the Slayers guy. But yeah, but I do love I love this guy's drawing style. It's the most 90s thing. It's the most 90s thing ever. Like, let me see. Let me see if I can find like a sample. I mean, this whoa. uh Okay, I think that this is better than nothing, especially because it's kind of like recent. Come on! Why are you so slow? Why is you so slow? I am going to... Okay, yeah. Okay. Now I open it. Yeah. There you go. This is the picture. This is the base picture for Lime's pop-up parade figure, which my brother got, by the way. She's really cute. He's not, but he did Slayer's fan art. Yeah. Yeah, the fighting game OVAs, yeah. Except that, like, for Battle Arena Toshinden, for which he designed the characters, he was not the character designer for the OVAs. Like, they took his designs and did something kind of different with them. It's weird. But yeah. No, I don't know. There's just something about this that I love. Okay. Yeah, you can go away now, Lime. Goodbye. Yes, I want to remove this file. There we go. Yeah. Tsukasa Kotobuki. That's his name. And yeah, like, he's, for better or for worse, for better or for worse, he's one of my favorite, Japanese artists. Like, his style just reminds me of the 90s. Like, I don't know, man. I really like this kind of art style, but for example in Slayers, there's a lot of fluff. Not sure how this compares. A lot of fluff. What do you mean? What do you mean exactly about, you know, fluff? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about what that probably means. Let me see. Slayers. Anime. Actually, that does make me question. Okay, so who's the character designer for Slayers? Yes, agree, whatever. Because yeah, the original was a light novel. Who did the light novel guy also make the character designs? Eh... I don't know. I don't know. I'm going into I'm going into places that I know nothing about. I better stop. Hello, Gerald. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. enjoy your Jet the Hawk. It's very episodic, and for example, in the OVAs, there's not much story, despite the fact that they're 1+ hours long. I know a lot of anime was episodic back then. Yeah. No, there you go. There you go. I think that's what I mean when I say that 90s anime is mostly style over substance. A lot of it, not all of it, of course, but a lot of it was very episodic. And that usually translates to there not being a lot to sink your teeth into if you want something more. If you want something more out of the fiction that you enjoy, 90s anime isn't really... It's not one of the best things. Like, same thing with 80s cartoons. 90s anime and 80s cartoons have a lot in common, in which, well, first, a lot of 80s cartoons were animated in Japan, so there's that. But there's also the... I still do not understand that meme. I'm sorry, I am old, I am... Hi, Drill, how are you? Happy New Year! Just arrived home after spending Christmas with cousins and the countryside. I hope that you had fun, or at least that it was enriching in some way. But yeah, 90s anime, yeah, like I was saying, 90s anime and 80s cartoons have a lot in common, in which, like, you look at the openings, you're just drawn in, you just think of the possibilities that these worlds seem like they're going to present to you, and then you actually watch the show, and it's like, I was expecting, I don't know, more? Like, when it comes to, for example, 80s cartoons, the ones that end up being more close to the expectations that you would form of them, like, end up being like the kiddie cartoons. Like, for example, one that I can definitely say that does that is like Popples, for example. Like, you look at the opening, you look at the show, and yeah, like, you're not, the opening is not lying to you. It's exactly this, what you're gonna get. And I say this as someone who's watched the entirety of Popples. Why? I was very depressed, and I wanted something light and fluffy that I wouldn't have to think about too much. I just wanted comfort, okay? So I watched the entirety of the Popples show from the 80s. It's like Saturday morning cartoons. The biggest offender is probably Devilman, because Devilman, the manga, has a great story. Yeah. Kid Icarus should get an anime series and a new Kid Icarus Uprising game for the Switch too. I mean, yeah, I do agree with you in that. Like, Kid Icarus is definitely overdue. Wait, really? Yes. It was very enriching. I'm like 70% carbs now. I see. Well, make the most of those carbs. Yeah, no, I had, yeah, no, most 80s cartoons were animated in Japan. So they were like, on one hand, they were doing their own thing, but on the other, they were also being outsourced by American companies. It was there in Korea, and sometimes even other places like the Philippines. But usually the ones in Japan were the ones that had the most, like, quality to them, I feel. I mean, they tried. Completely fair. That's how I watched Sonic Boom. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. The dramatic drop in animation quality between the opening and the actual episode during the 90s / early 2000s. Yeah. Yeah, like, oh my goodness, this opening is action-packed! And then you actually watch the show and it's like, do something! Like, hola, Atari, ¿cómo estás hoy? Estoy un poco yo no sé, yo no sé cómo estoy. Para decir la verdad. Para decir la verdad. That's very poor Spanish of me. Hello, Jonathan Pearson, aka Andre. But yeah, I was trying to think of like shows. I mean, most action shows from the 80s had that problem. Let me think. By the way, PPA, were you talking about like anime or Western cartoons? Because it definitely applies. Like, for example, I'm remembering this one show called Mar, I think it was called. I tried to watch it once, and I just couldn't. It was so boring. It was so very, very boring. It was an isekai, by the way, but it's an isekai from like 2003. Cutie Honey is another one. Poor Go Nagai, at least he eventually got faithful adaptations. Yeah. Oh man, isn't there a Cutie Honey show that's like widely regarded as like being really bad? Like I have this feeling that like everything about it felt off, like the character design, the opening, the voice acting, like everything about it felt weird. Anime. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I yeah, Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to everyone. One particularly egregious example that I can think of the whole thing, of the opening giving you an idea and then you actually go and watch the show and it's completely different, is Lost Universe. And since I see that we can post dang it, yes, let's post dang it. I feel like posting dang it. No. Oh man. I got lost. I forgot what I was I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no. Okay, no, I remember what I was going to what I was going to mention, but I got lost. Then I got lost. No. No, please. Oh, why am I like this? What happened to my brain? Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the guys. Okay, basically the example that I was going to give was Lost Universe. Because there is a clip. Because there's a clip that I think is from this YouTuber called Kenny Lauderdale. And don't tell me, is it gone? Is the is that one gone? Is that video gone? Oh no. Let me see, Lost Universe. Or maybe it's not, from him. If it's not from him, then I'm sorry, but go check his channel out. He's really awesome. He's really awesome, has a great sense of humor. He's the reason why I know about Chargeman Ken. Animation. Let me see. I really wanted to find that! Lost Universe. Really? No? Nothing? No. Nothing? Oh, right, I keep forgetting. This anime actually aired in Portugal, and it had a dub. And it's very strange. It's very strange to me. Oh no, I think that the video is gone. I think that the video is gone. I think that nobody has it anymore. No. No. Why? I hate lost media. I hate lost media. I hate the internet. I hate it when things are not preserved. I hate it when things are not preserved for the next generations. Some of his videos got smited by copyright. Yeah. Hello, welcome back, Tulu. Yeah, Chargeman Ken. The video might have no title. I mean, yeah, no, that is also true. Like, I went to his page. And it's not there. But then again, there's also not some of the stuff that I know he posted. Like, okay, let me see. If I can find a strange penguin clip. I can find the strange penguin clip, maybe. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Please be here. Please be here. Please be here. Please be here. Yes! Yes, I found it! I found it! I found it! I found it! It's on this other channel! It's on his it's snooping as usual, I see. Yes, indeed, Spencer 7660. Yes, we are indeed snooping as usual. There's the video. There's the video. I found it. I found it. just as an example of like, oh yeah, this opening is so cool and the song is so amazing, and then you actually watch the anime and it's like, yes, exactly, Kenny's Discount VHS World. Yes, it's his other channel. Yeah. Too bad that his videos are like impossible to find now because he doesn't. But yeah, no, this is awesome. This whole channel is awesome. Like, I find myself quoting so much stuff from this channel. Like for example, like it cannot possibly be true that there are no chicks in this place. Or for example, oh, she's right. No one has a place to go home to anymore. They used them, the planet destroyers. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I tried to look for. That's what I tried to look for and it didn't show up. The latest vid on that channel is very what do you mean? What do you mean? Let me check. Let me see. It was posted 3 months ago. Okay. Okay, I paused it. I paused it at 7 seconds. I watched this at 2 a.m. and now you must witness it as well. That's what the description says. Oh my goodness, the music! Yeah, no, yeah, like, we're not gonna talk about what that was. Okay, Okay, so Drill, the images are just like a man walking around and he meets a lady and then they have some coffee together and they talk. Now, here's the thing. The visuals are not the problem. It's what they're saying. Oh, man. So, yeah. Oh, frig. And yeah. No, like what Kenny does is something that I have wanted to do for a very long time. Except in Atlantugal. And except in Atlantugal, like I really wanted to go back and be able to buy like all sorts of like obscure VHS tapes. Like there are like Kenny actually talked about a movie that we got in Atlantugal, but that has barely come out like anywhere else, and which was called Elfie, I think. I don't know if the video is still up. Unfortunately, I don't think I saw it. I don't think I saw it on the I don't think I saw it on his other channel. 1 hour of Chargeman Can comments. This video finds you. Oh no, it's still here. It's still here. It's called You Know for Kids. So yeah. Let it go. Let it go. My niece loves Frozen. A lot of nieces love Frozen, Spencer. Hello. Hello, Zen. Happy New Year. No, not Kenny from South Park. Kenny Lauderdale. He's a YouTuber who specializes in obscure 80s and early 90s anime. Maybe some 70s as well? I think it's mostly 80s. But yeah, no, like what he does, you know, that sort of job of archival and finding weird stuff like on VHS tapes or like anywhere really, like that's the sort of thing that I wanted to do like professionally, actually. I know that there's some people around. There's some people around who are already doing it here in Atlantugal. But sometimes I really do think of trying to do it myself, except that the problem is now I'm a little bit late to the race. Like, if I'd started that like 15 years ago, it would have been much easier than it is nowadays, because man, so many VHS tapes I am pretty sure just went like, you know, the way of the dodo. Just like people didn't appreciate them anymore, especially stuff from the late 80s and early 90s. Like it's so sad. It's so sad to me. It's so sad to me that I can go on like classified ads and see a lot of VHS tapes, but they're always the same. It's always stuff from like 1995, 1996 onward. And they're selling them as, oh, this is like really old and stuff. And I'm like, no, it would be really old. If it was from before that time. Like the cutoff date that I would say where VHS tapes start being less interesting is around 1995, I would say. Like, if I see, like, if the earliest tape on a certain lot is The Lion King, then that lot is probably not going to be very interesting. I am sorry. If it has Pokemon tapes, if it has Dragon Ball Z tapes, if it has stuff that came out in the late 90s to the early 2000s, it's not going to be interesting. It's going to be just like more of the same. The real interesting stuff, the cream of the crop, is the stuff that was released before that. Before The Lion King, before 1995. And even then, there's like some stuff like Internet Archive coming in clutch. Yeah. I used to love Song of the South on VHS. Yeah, and now if you want to find it, you have to pay a pretty penny. Hey, we're going back to one of the conversations that we were having at the beginning of the stream about buying VHS tapes on the secondhand market and people thinking that they're worth a lot more than they actually are. Like, yeah, no, Song of the South is one of those tapes that goes for like hundreds of bucks online. Like, but that one, I think it's kind of for a good reason, because other than the release that it had like in the late 90s, I don't think that it has ever been released anywhere else, period. Because of the reasons that everybody knows. Chargeman can shape Japanese YTPs. Oh, yeah. So kind of like Portugal's Lusitania TV, who posts random recordings from the 80s and 90s. Yes! Like, one thing that still boggles my mind is the fact that, okay, you guys know Power Rangers, right? What if I tell you that before Power Rangers, Portugal, or Atlantugal, got one of the Power Rangers seasons that never was. It got the Super Sentai. It got a Super Sentai season. Specifically, Jetman. The one that comes before Zyuranger, which is the one that they used to make Power Rangers. Like, it aired in Japanese with Portuguese subtitles. I am not kidding. I wish that I had saved that video, that rip, because now I don't know where to find it, and it's like, it's just one of those things. Like, it aired in Portugal in Japanese with subtitles, like a live action show. That is crazy to me. Yeah, no, it is. It is. Also, I think that it never came out on VHS tape. All we have is recordings, but even recordings are precious. Even recordings are precious. Like, by the way, Elmer, Lusitania TV, is that a YouTube channel? Is that a YouTube channel? Like, should I go and subscribe to it? Because it sounds like it's doing something very interesting. But yeah. That's what they all say, made for kids. There's a flash scene, then get traumatized. Yeah. But yeah. Man. Like, this is, I'm not gonna lie. That's also YouTube and Daily Motion. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to give them a sub. Actually, I am going to do that just now. Lusitania TV. Lusitania TV. There you go. Only 1,000 subscribers? Only 1,000 subscribers. Oh, that's sad. Let's see. Okay, there's a lot of 2000s stuff. Let me go down a bit, see if it has stuff from, like, okay, 1991, that's good. 1990, Yeah, 1997, 1990, 1998, 1998, 1999, 1995. Yeah, no, there's a lot. There's a lot to explore here. There is a lot to explore here. Okay, this is probably this is probably gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna remember some of this stuff. Ah, dude, a commercial for the PlayStation from 1998. Ah, dang. That is so cool. That is so cool. This is okay. Oh man, his videos have less views than my streams. No. No way. What? Yeah, apparently Dailymotion still exists. Yeah. You also have Utal Antiquad with 90s and 2000s stuff. Some of the stuff even came from my tapes. Yeah. You're just reminding me. What was it that I wanted to rip? From my VHS tapes. Did I find recordings? Might have to check him out. Yeah. I know. I am going to suggest a collab. No. I mean, I could ask him like, okay, I want to react to a few of these things. Am I allowed to use your videos, like to show them on my stream? Like I did with 80s Commercials Vault. Which, by the way, I think that we're overdue. I think that we're overdue for another, let's watch some random commercials, stream. Because I really enjoy making those, and so far I've only done 2. There's a lot to explore here. Oh, I loved the Entitled's. I loved videos called Untitled 0909090. Oh, really? Okay. Lusitania TV has a lot of older stuff on Dailymotion, but I can't subscribe on him. I just can't subscribe to him on Dailymotion. Does he have it like let me just check. He doesn't have it linked. He doesn't have it linked, but okay, now knowing that it's here, I can easily reach the Dailymotion. I didn't know you streamed commercials. Sometimes I do. Yeah, it's kind of like reacting to commercials. Which, like, I don't know. They just give me like a nostalgic feeling. The commercials stream was good. Yeah. Chat, you know what to do. Let's pump those numbers up. Oh yeah. It's also not very active there. I think the most recent video on Dailymotion is 7 years old. Ooh. Yikes. Okay. But the videos are still up, right? Like they're still there. Like, and if anyone else wants to archive them, they're there, right? Okay, let me see. Let me see the other one. Antiquado. Who, you say that he's an admin as well, right? An admin for Wiki Dobragens. In 2004, 1997, 2004. There's so much stuff from 2004. What the heck? 2006, 2006, 2004, 1997. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to this one as well. I'm gonna subscribe to this one as well. It also seems like it has some interesting stuff. But he does have a lot of like mid 2000s stuff. Not even like early 2000s, like mid to late 2000s. I mean, I'm not saying that is not. Wait a second. What? Oh, he also has a whole playlist dedicated to Portuguese dubbing pearls. Portuguese dubbing pearls, basically clips where you can barely believe that there was like, oh man. Okay, basically, little snippets, little things that you could barely believe actually went on TV. Yeah. Yeah, Evu. Yeah, he's, yeah, sometimes he's here. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about Reddit admins. Like, I don't even use Reddit. I don't know anyone who uses Reddit, actually. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, this guy that we're talking about is an admin for a wiki all dedicated to Portuguese dubs. Like, yeah. If you see in the descriptions, you might see my name in some of the videos. Oh, self-promoting, are we? That is illegal according to the rules. Mods ban Elmer. Okay, I am joking. I am joking. I'm joking, don't take it too seriously. But yeah. No, I believe you. I believe you. I believe that you contributed in some way. Oh man. My mom once asked me if Reddit was useful. I told her no, don't. It's weird. There's weird people on there. I could actually, like, there is one story that I can tell about, like, Reddit, and it has to do with, like, Atlantis. So... Speaking of weird people, okay, so, while I was trying to make a map of Atlantis, I don't remember what did I search for. I don't remember what I searched for, but the long and short of it is that I ended up on a Reddit page about the same place that my version of Atlantis is situated on, which is the Great Meteor Table Mount and the close little island, which I don't remember what it's called now, unfortunately. But yeah, so there was this guy who tried superimposing the Great Meteor Table Mount with Anathasius Kirchner's map of Atlantis, which if you go on Wikipedia, you know, in the page for Atlantis, that's what they use as, you know, the main picture. So like it's out there. And he came to the amazing conclusion that I also did, by the way, some months before I came across that post, that the shape was kind of similar. Ooh, and like, whereas I am like, okay, that means that that my version of Atlantis can indeed take place here. I just have to actually think a bit about like elevations, you know, terrain and stuff. He had some people saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, you wanna talk to this one guy, this one professor guy about Atlantis because he knows a lot about it. Like he can really open your eyes. Like for example, how the god Ra is something or other, but he was actually an alien from this other place, and you really need to open up your I don't know, third chakra or whatever in order to be privy to all of these truths and stuff. It's really eye-opening." And I'm like, what the What? What in blazes? What in blazes are we talking about? What are you... What are you on? And that's one of the last times I ever went to Reddit. Because oh my goodness, what? Ra, the Egyptian god, is an alien, and you don't know them by that name. You know them from like that. Like I don't know, but people like applying agnostic thinking to like the Egyptian religion and whatnot. It just makes me like, it just makes me like, oh fuck. What the heck is this? Most normal Redditor. It's too late. I already dispatched the squad to deal with him. Oh no! Ah! No, Wilbur! Run away! Run away! Reddit has a bunch of sensitive pricks, but mainly the admins. I'm on there, but I don't want to be like the ones that can take mistakes. I'm sometimes desperate for attention. Reddit is kind of sad. I mean, yeah, no, like it's fine. I just don't use it, and sometimes there are some useful things there. Like for example, for when I'm trying to troubleshoot issues with the computer, like sometimes what gets me off the hook is indeed like a Reddit post of someone who has come across the same issue as I have, and then there's someone who actually is able to help them, and then I try that solution and it works. And yeah, that's the only times, that's usually the only times where I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Reddit people were useful this time. There's a lot of involuntarily funny people on Reddit. Yeah. I think one of the most normal subreddits I know is one for O Homem que Mordeu o Cão. I mean, judging the source, judging the reason for that Reddit's existence, I am not surprised. Yeah, adding Reddit to the end of your Google search is a cheat to get good tutorials. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, because we all know that, for example, I don't know, Microsoft's help pages are like... Ugh. Like, no, that is not my issue at all. And no, I don't want to use Bing! I don't want to use Bing! Why did you keep trying to get me to use Bing? Go away, Bing! It's kind of sad, yeah. You have Reddit stories, but taking place in Atlantical. Yeah, there you go. By the way, I just noticed what time it is, and I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to have some dinners. Actually, before I do though, let me see if there's anyone that I can raid, just for the giggles. Just for the doctor giggles. Why did I go there? Why did I go to Dr. Giggles? This is stupid. Okay. Let's see. Customization, I think. Redirect. Let me see if there's anyone. If there's anyone online. Okay, no, there's only one person and I don't know them. I don't know them all that well. Or maybe I can just send you to a place where I know that you're gonna get at least some laughs. At least some laughs. Wait a second. Wait, are these actually live or not? I don't get it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if you guys like Mystery Science Theater 3000, but that's where I'm sending you. That's where I'm sending you. It's not like a streamer or anything. It's just like a whole bunch of Mystery Science Theater 3000 episodes, like a marathon. Feel free to watch. Raid Takanashi Kiara? Is she online? She didn't show up as a as an option. She didn't show up as an option. Let me just Oh yeah, she is online. She is online. I could raid her. Okay, yeah. What do you guys what do you guys prefer? What do you guys prefer? What do you guys prefer? Mystery Science Theater 3000, like a bunch of guys making fun of movies, or a Hololive VTuber? That'd be cool if we rated her. Raid her? Oh. Okay, that's 2 points. That's 2 points for rating Kiara. Imagine she's gonna be like, who is this Atari person? Who is this Atari person? Do I have to acknowledge their existence? Okay, 2 votes going once. 2 votes going twice. And okay, I'm gonna raid Kiara. the title of her stream. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, okay. I think she'd be nice. She's gonna think of the console. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Say hi to Kiara while I go get my dinner. Okay. So, whether you're watching this live or the VOD, or are a lurker, or are a member who just happened to not be able to show up, know that your presence is always appreciated. And see you soon! Or, as they say in Atlantis, kikiriki, I mean, ekabe! Bye!